What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another GTR video today. We're picking up right where we left off from the last video. So if you guys missed the last video, go watch it. We made some awesome progress. Got this whole area looking absolutely beautiful, man. So what we got going on here, this is all welded in. You guys, like I said, just saw that. I've been just kind of tinkering and messing with this piece that you guys saw me make a couple episodes ago. So this is like that fill-in patch piece, which we removed. As you guys can see, this is the original one for those that missed it. This is the original one that I cut out, and obviously pretty scrap. So now I'm just basically fitting up the piece that I made and kind of getting it fine fitted. So I just kind of clamped it in place, used a couple bolts where it just clamps itself down, how it's gonna sit when it's all in place. And now I'm just kind of cutting my clearances. I got a couple little places to clear out still, but I just wanted to update you guys. I am working, we're on it. I'm really looking forward to seeing this little area complete. It's gonna look really good. It's already looking beautiful. I mean, compared to what let me just keep on working. I'll keep you guys updated. All right, guys, so we're looking so good. Got this thing fitted up absolutely beautifully. I mean, everywhere. We've got just a beautiful like 1 millimeter gap. So it's man, it's just good, dude. I'm really, little things like this just get me so excited. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, like this feeling that you get when you take off a piece that looks like this. You know what I mean? And then you end up with something that's clean and as brand new looking as that and as fresh as that. It just feels good. You know what I'm saying? It just feels good. I wish you guys could feel it. It's just seamless already and it's not even welded in. So I'm gonna go ahead now, I'm gonna rip it all off. I'm gonna go ahead and toss some weld through primer on the backside, let it dry, go ahead and start welding this thing in. Oh, jeez. And I built this by hand. I made this. It's so simple, but still, like I made it, it's in the car, it fits great, like that's satisfying. You know what I'm saying? It's a good feeling. Now that the piece is fitted how I like, I'm able to start tack welding the piece in place. The best way to do this is to spread your tacks evenly around the piece, making sure not to bring too much heat into the part, which will cause warping. You're gonna wanna take your time, especially if you're after a seamless finish. I'll tell you what, a hammer and dolly sure is your friend here. Dude, I thought this whole time the camera was filming, to be quite honest with you. Clearly I didn't press record. With that all being said, looking for a filmer, man. Looking for a filmer. If you wanna come through, film, let me know. Oh, dude, but I just welded this thing, not in fully, but I just check this out, man. I just did all this. I just did all of this, and I thought I was filming every second of it. Didn't film a single second of it, so there we are. Here we go, check it out. It's all tacked in, or at least perimeter. As you guys can see, just some cold tack welds, and then we went ahead and laid out some nice solid spot welds. Obviously not using the spot welder, we don't have one of those $20,000 machines at my disposal, even though it would be very nice, maybe one day. We just plug welded them all up, so the welds came out absolutely beautiful. That's what you want them to look like, you know what I mean? Just a clean weld. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead now, I'm gonna chill for a little bit and then get back, continue welding this thing up and finish off all the edges and stuff like that. But guys, I wish you could feel it. Even with everything not ground down yet, it just feels super nice. So I think that's a job well done so far. Well, what's going on, guys? So it is a couple days since my last clip, and I just want to let you guys know that I've been working on this thing. I just haven't really been picking up the camera too much. I'm sorry. Just, you know what I mean? Just I have no excuse, man. I'm just not feeling myself lately. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to push through all that. But let me quickly update you guys with where I'm at, and I think you guys will be pretty satisfied with my progress. So last time, oh God, I've done a lot, man. I've been doing things, and I'm sorry. I really am just not the best at filming stuff. You know what I mean? I need to get better at it. I just get so busy and caught up in the actual work that I just find myself not picking up the camera. And I'm just by myself here, man. Like, it's just sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, those of you that work by yourself, I mean, I've been working by myself for 11 plus years. It's not the easiest thing to do, and it's not my, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to do the best I can with what I got, and yeah, just make the most of it, right? So as you guys can see, this thing is all welded in, fully dressed up, looking absolutely awesome. I mean, if you guys could feel this, it's just beautiful. It's just really beautiful. I'm really happy with it. So hopefully you guys think it came out all right too, because like I said, I'm very pleased. So obviously still have a little bit of just final cleaning up to do. This is just my final belt sander finish. So it just looks a little bit weird here, but I can assure you it all feels absolutely flawless. So that's taken care of. Got everything done over on this side too. Looking sweet. Been working on getting this piece fully welded in. You guys can see, got it almost fully done inside and out. It's almost complete. And then next step, obviously you guys saw me remove this piece up in here. So now I'm just kind of test fitting it all back together, seeing how it all fits up, and obviously it's perfect. So tomorrow I'm done for tonight. Like I said, I've been working all freaking day, and I will catch up with you guys in the morning, and hopefully I'll be able to film for you guys tomorrow and get some progress done. So I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, so it is now the next day. Last night before I left the shop, I just went ahead and applied some weld-through primer in a couple little spots that still needed it. And now that it's all cured up in the morning, I'm able to go ahead and clamp my piece back in place. Guys, this is one of those things where you really can't have enough clamps, right? You just want everything clamped up as tightly and as close together as possible. And a really cool top tip, guys, if you're doing something like this, if you're removing a part and putting it the same part back in, I highly recommend you guys get yourself some Cleco clips. They're fairly cheap, and they offer a really good insurance just to know that whatever piece you removed is going back in the exact same position that it came from. So some pieces, obviously, it's not too critical, but again, it never hurts to be accurate, and you want things, obviously, to go back exactly how they were moved. So that's kind of the whole point. So definitely go ahead and check those out. I should have them linked down below in my Amazon store, so please check them out, grab you a set, you won't be disappointed. I'm sure some of you remember just how bad this little area was, and I was debating on fully dissecting it, but God, look at how nice it cleaned up. No rust, beautiful. Really happy with that. It just was kind of in that little seam right there, and with that all cleaned up, I was able to toss some of my metal conditioner, let that cure up, and final coat was to apply some weld-through primer. Really happy with how that turned out. It looks brand new. All that's left is to weld it all together. Alright guys, I just want to give you a couple quick tips onto doing these spot welds. A lot of you guys may think that all you do is just lay on the trigger and just lay a fat weld down and you're done. Now sometimes, depending on the gauge of the metal, sometimes that can be done, but for the thinner stuff, you really want to take your time. The best way I would recommend you guys do this is give each spot weld hole about 4 tacks, one on each corner, top, bottom, left, and right. After you've done that, you can then start in the middle of your tack weld and then basically just melt all of the 4 tacks together. Having that extra material of the tacks there really helps and keeps the heat down and allows it to disperse evenly. So hopefully that made sense, but you kind of want to take your time. As you guys can see, not all of them are complete, but you can kind of see where I've just lightly done some light tacks, and then the final weld, the big round weld. That's just a guarantee right there that it's got a really solid hold. Alright guys, so we have, I've been making progress. I've been making good progress, although to me, honestly, sometimes it feels like I'm making like no progress at all, and it's kind of a tough battle sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where I feel like I'm working all day sometimes, and then I look at my progress and I'm like, man, I feel like I've barely progressed, but it's just part of it, right? Things take time, especially when I'm doing things the way that I'm doing them. It's just the way that it is. So I really can't be upset about that. The good thing is I'm just making steps every single day, whether it's big or small, we're getting in the right direction. So I've been busy just welding things up in this little in this corner you guys have seen. Nothing is, I guess, like I said, I'm still in the works, but I've just been thinking now about what I want to do, I guess, with my engine bay. So obviously you guys know we put a lot of work into this engine bay, and I'll be honest, like I really wish I did it a different way. Like obviously you live and learn, right? But I've committed now, right? So I kind of have to work with what I have. Now that leads me, I guess, I want to ask you guys what you think about this. So I'm now at the point where I'm thinking I'm probably gonna go ahead and maybe recreate a total custom wheel tub myself. However, I don't really have the tooling for that. I would need to get an English wheel. I don't have one. I've been looking on Facebook Marketplace somewhat, and I found a couple that are kind of expensive, but to do and make them properly and how I want to do it, I kind of have no choice but to go ahead and get one. I'm really not looking to keep these ones. As you guys know, for those that have been with me, I kind of did like the whole cut and hammer dolly and weld and all that stuff to kind of shape them. Now they're not bad, like I'll be honest. This isn't awful, especially it doesn't look too bad from this side. Either way, I would have to use like a skim of filler, and ideally I don't want to do that. So it gets kind of really ugly under here, and this is just where it really bums me out the most. Like, I'm not gonna hide this from you guys. Like, it is what it is, right? You live and learn, like I said. So what I did, I basically just chopped things up, any humps and bumps and stuff like that. I just chopped them and kind of hammered and dollied them flat, and then welded everything back together. So it's just not the best, right? It just looks kind of hectic. not ideal. Same thing goes for up here, this part of the strut tower. I don't really know, I feel like I should probably go ahead and recreate and make my own new piece from here as well, just because, I don't know, man, it's not ideal. I'm gonna have to use like filler and stuff like that, and although I was using like an all metal filler, which like literally has metal inside of it, it's a really good product. It doesn't absorb moisture or anything like that. It's just not what I want to do anymore. So, like I said, it kind of sucks because now I'm committed and I can't go back to original. Look, I might as well try and make something of my own and at least make it somewhat cleaner, right? Let me know what you guys think. I'm kind of in a dilemma right now. But like I said, I would need to get myself an English wheel to do at least the wheel, like the wheel tubs, to get that kind of arch and that form and finish. Also went ahead and kind of fully welded up my lower part of the frame rail up here. So it went well. Things are looking pretty good, man. Just currently watching the opening night of NBA. Late night at the shop, and I've just actually been tinkering on the Z a little bit. Actually gave it a wash, the first wash the car has seen in probably a good month or two. It's been a long time. I have considered the thought of, like I said, selling this thing. Do I want to? Ideally not, but obviously if someone offers a certain amount of money, I guess, you know, everything has a price, you know? But ideally I would love to keep it. I do have a new J-Spec front bumper. Well, it's not new. I've got a J-Spec front bumper right there. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the OEM hood back on. I never really was too stoked on the whole carbon thing. The main reason was just to kind of vent some heat out of there, because in Texas, the heat was so crazy that this car used to run pretty hot. That's what made me kind of go to the V-mount setup that I've currently got at the moment. Maybe I'll do like a walk around, we'll go for a drive. I actually have to go ahead, we're actually gonna be retuning this thing. Not retuning, but just kind of touching up the tune. So I think tomorrow or Thursday, I'm gonna go ahead and get the tunes kind of adjusted. So I gotta do some pulls, get some data logs, pull a plug, and kind of see where we're at. But I'll probably take you guys along just because that's kind of fun. And yeah, otherwise the car, I mean, it's just such a good car. Like, it's just great. I drive it every single day, 60 miles every single day. It just does good. It just does really good. It uses a lot of fuel. That's the only downside. I spend like almost 20 bucks per day in fuel, which I'm not loving, to be honest. But yeah, I've been thinking about making some content on this thing before I put it away for the winter. Let me know what you guys think. I highly doubt I'm gonna get any help with this, but if anybody out there has like a front cut of a GTR, I think it needs to be a GTR. I could be wrong, I think it does. Someone might be able to correct me on that. If they have a half cut or a front cut of one where I could just take the tubs, if anyone wants to sell me the OEM tubs, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that, if I'm being honest. I don't know, I really don't know what I want to do. I just know that I don't necessarily want to keep them the way that they are. It sucks, man. You live and you learn, right? Like yeah, it's a shame, but I'm definitely not I'm not afraid to admit that I made a mistake doing what I did. I just wish I maybe thought about it a little bit more, because I just got so caught up in everything, the whole situation. I was just like moving. I just wanted to get things running, done, painted, over with. And the more I think about it, I just really wish I went about things a little bit differently. But yeah, if anybody has a front cut, you know what I'm saying? If strut towers or anything like that, I would just love these bits. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Also kind of a random topic to switch on to, but I don't know if I mentioned to you guys what I want to do with the roof situation. Guys, I'm thinking I kind of want to go ahead and try and figure out how to make my own carbon roof skin. Now that's, I know it's probably easier said than done, right? But I've watched a few videos. Of course, that makes anyone a pro, right? Just watch a few videos on YouTube on how to do something. You immediately think you can do it, right? So, I mean, honestly, in all honesty, if you guys have watched any videos about making carbon fiber parts, it doesn't all seem that bad. I honestly, in my head, thought I needed an oven, but you don't. You just like need a big vacuum sealed bag that you kind of create, depending on the part. But I'm kind of at the point now where I'm thinking this roof is just toast. The only downside is I need to basically use this to make like the mold of the new roof. So I essentially would have to repair this roof to be good enough to, you guys kind of get what I'm saying, to be able to recreate a mold that I'm happy with. So that's the only downside. I just kind of don't want to reuse this, but I think making a carbon skin would be really cool. And then maybe once I have the mold, you know, once I have the mold, I can basically recreate as many as I want. So maybe I can create some roof skins for the GTR market or Skyline market, I guess. I'm sure GTR roof's the same as a GTST roof. Let me know what you guys think and if you'd be interested in seeing me build a roof. I mean, there is one roof skin on the market. It's like 3 Gs plus shipping. It's a little expensive. I think I could do better than that. I think I could build it for cheaper probably, for sure. But it's just a matter of like doing it right. You know what I mean? So that's another thing. Carbon roof skin for the GTR. That'd be sweet. That's gonna be it, I think, guys. I appreciate you guys sticking around till the end. If you guys are still here, drop a comment. Let me know where you guys are from. I'd love to know where you're tuning in from and watching. I'm calling it a night, man. It's midnight. It's late. I'm still gonna probably clean up a little bit at the shop and then back here early morning. You guys know the deal, and get back to work. So hope you guys enjoyed the day. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later, guys.